Welcome back to the second segment of Total Disagreement. Is there anything you like to change about your sex life?
Oh, my sex life. So,
There we go.
but the thing is, this was supposed to be a disagreement. This was supposed to be a disagreement. What am I gonna disagree with about this? You know, it's supposed to be a disagreement. All right. The only thing I would like to change. The only thing I would like to change about my sex life is the amount of wives I can have at the same time.
Jesus Christ Almighty. Yo. Hey.
Hold on. So you're ready to have you're in a what? Polygamous relationship or a relationship? Just single. You and your partner. What type of relationship are you in? Let's clarify that before we.
Jesus, my heart. Me want some water.
No, water. It obviously means I'm not in a polygamous relationship. But if I could change that, that's
So you're
the
saying
only thing I
you would
change.
want to be in a polygamous relationship? That way you can have more than one wives, right?
And that would change the sex life.
Oh, so you're thinking then
You want more sex?
you want more sex, or is it that you want more sex with multiple people at the same time?
That sounds a little bit vague, like multiple women. Not same time though.
So all you do ask the woman you have to just change her personality from time to time. Put her in different way. Take her different personality. So tonight she named Susan. Then Friday she named Olive. Then Sunday she named Chloe. And Saturday blonde wig. And one rasta wig. And if you want
And then she
you just say that you just up like Bob Marley and Cantadia. You get multiple wives.
Imagine she dress up like Bob Marley. That doesn't sound good. That feel.
Bob Marley. Alright, Rita Marley.
Oh, okay. What about you?
Or Kim Kardashian?
What would you change about yours?
Oh boy. Okay, for me, what would I change? I can't even tell you. I don't even know. Talk bad at me. Me I need so much.
Okay.
So you wouldn't change anything?
No, me don't need to have sex as often as a man wants sex.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, that
I would change where I had less sex.
So Christ, sometimes I work from morning till night, come home, do the and then as you go in bed, the man wants sex.
And then sometimes you
what you want sex. No, sir, don't take time. You
yeah, sometimes you couldn't want.
Do one schedule then. I'm going to figure it out.
So see it in a sound bad, sound good, especially if you have.
So he's saying he wants more wives, more partners.
No,
that
I get the solution. You can just get the woman to take on different personalities.
Okay, all right. So
when you say more sex, it's not necessarily you say it's not at the same time, but not every day. Though, because the woman personality that's not hard to have to change that personality every day.
Can take off my personality like a clothes. What's this other question?
Okay, all right. Just to be a little bit more normal now. Okay, what topic do you find the most difficult to discuss with your partner, and why?
For me, it's feelings of the heart, because he just clam up, you know.
You don't show
emotions. I'm not in touch with emotions at all. When I say in touch with emotions, for example, if I said, okay, let's do this tomorrow. Listen, next week Friday when you come from work, we're gonna go X place. We have to go. I'd like us to go. And then he's like, okay, fine. Then Thursday night he said, well, I'm gonna feel like no, I'm gonna go tomorrow, you know. End of story. Why you know I'm gonna that's some can't bother outside cold and all kind of stuff. Okay, fine, we know that outside cold and we have coats and whatever.
But we don't plan this already, right?
So for me that is the issue there. He don't want to go nowhere. And it's not only with me, even with the kids. If you're asking sometime I'm touchy-feely and he said, me grow up and daddy might never touch me, daddy might ever hug me up and whatever, me never did.
Oh, he's old.
No, I think he's mirroring whatever he got as a child. So like now when I would be playing with the kids and as big as them, be 21, me still like them him.
Well, for me,
he would say, them know some love. Yeah, but
show it. Sometimes
I remember one of them said, Daddy, you can't say I love you one night time and you know me love you, man.
For me, I talk so much that I believe I talk enough for the two of us. So, I don't know if there is anything I would have to communicate.
No, sir.
Next one.
Alright, that's a good club. Alright, this one. So, the way you spend money or the way you save money, does it cause any issue in your relationship?
It can sometimes.
Okay.
It depends on the need.
It could.
It depends
It
on
could.
the need.
It could cause problems, potentially.
Okay. Alright, moving on. Let's put this one in. Since we have a male and a female, I think this one is a very balanced, should be a very balanced one tonight, right? He says, how do you feel about household chores are shared in your relationship?
Alright, can I answer that one first?
Yes.
The fact that men like to tell you about things change the modern time now. Okay, help me with some of the work. If you're telling me that things change the modern time now, okay, we take the modernity in right inside the house.
Yes, help me clean, cook, wash.
And don't complain.
Thank you. Next.
What's the question?
He totally forgets the question. He says, how do you feel about how household chores are shared in your relationship?
Well, personally, I'll do it if I see it. It's not necessarily something that I'm gonna say, alright, it needs to be shared. Because let's say it's there to be done. And party A didn't do it, even if it's their turn, I'll do it. And just keep it moving. So I won't say that it is shared. I won't allow it to become a problem or like a persistent problem. I just handle it.
It won't be a problem in my household. It won't be a problem in my household. However, sometimes it's nice of it. I want to cook.
Do you think that it is possible to love two people at the same time in a romantic way?
I don't know, because I don't want to try. That's a confusion.
Well,
that's confusion,
listen,
man.
it is. It is. But look at it. The men, because you know, when it comes to polygamy, men do it more. In a sense where if a woman has more than one partner, then they are shun upon and like, you know, oh my God, oh da da da. But the man can have multiple wives.
Let me ask you a question.
Does the man love all the wives?
Yes.
I sure he does, especially the sex part.
What I said, can a person love two people the same way in a romantic way? So you can love.
That is why I use
people.
yes, but that's why I use that scenario where men in those type of relationship they claim that they love all their women. So of course, if I'm going by that scenario, then yes.
I don't think so. I don't think it's possible to
In the
love both
spirit
women.
of total disagreement,
I don't think you can.
I would say no. You can't, because you will attach to one at a time. And when you attach to one, you neglect the other. I don't think you can love two at the same time in a romantic way. That's my perspective on it. You cannot love. Alright, again, if you're gonna use the example of a man and sex, a man could have sex without love, and it could be for.
So you're saying that a man that's in a polygamous relationship, he doesn't love the 13 wives or the 10 wives?
You don't even remember.
He doesn't love them, or the 3 wives
You
then?
not even remember some of them.
I would say that he probably loved one, and in some cases, a man could actually love a woman that he's not even in a relationship with, because that woman already they passed their time. The opportunity didn't present itself, so they love who they are in a relationship with who they are with, but they love somebody else, right? So it could be that I just don't think you could love two people at the same time in a romantic way, because there must be some kind of attachment.
Shortcomings.
There must be some form of attachment that you can't attach to. And I just don't think you'll attach to two people in the same way.
Alright, now that we're kind of on the love thing, let me follow up with what do you count as like cheating in a relationship?
Alright, cheating in a relationship, and this is applicable for all three of us, so this is agreement, right? Cheating in a relationship, I would classify cheating as a betrayal. You have breached a agreement, whether it's a verbal agreement, whether it's an unspoken agreement, or you just broke an agreement within the relationship. I consider that to be cheating.
If a female or a male flirts, would that be cheating? Do you consider that as cheating?
Yeah, because if the other person
Alright, this is how I would consider flirting to be cheating. If you are flirting with somebody in front of your partner.
You did.
Yes. The reason why is because you are disregarding that.
No, but if you're flirting behind the partner, it's the same thing.
No, you don't know. You don't know. So did you
Most
really?
time people cheat and people don't know.
Okay, so you're saying then if a person goes out their way and have sex with somebody else and the partner doesn't know, that's not cheating?
No, that's cheating.
But it's the same thing with flirting then.
What is
whether
flirting?
it's in front or behind.
But it depends on what you call flirting.
Sexting.
That's not flirting.
That's all.
Sexting is not flirting.
It's all.
Sexting is sexting.
You're flirting.
Flirting.
Oh, sexting. So I think it went beyond flirting at that point. When you're flirting with somebody, I would say it's just banter. It's just banter. You are being nice to the person.
But if the person,
No, but you can be nice to a person without flirt.
Well, I would say you're giving that person individual attention, right? So you're giving the person individual attention. You're being extremely nice to the person, but you may not have any intention behind it. You just have a good rapport with that person, or you just feel comfortable being around that person. Now, if your partner is in that environment and you're still doing it means that you disregard your partner's feelings at that point. So that's what I would classify as flirting. Now, in that way, I would say it's cheating. But if the person is not there, they don't see anything, you don't have any intention behind it, and the person who you are flirting with show you some intention and you continue, then you're cheating. But if the person you're flirting with, they understand it's banter, because how do you categorize just being really interpersonal and friendly? Because the job asks you to, right?
Yeah, but you don't have to be. Flirting is totally different than being friendly. It's totally different. How? Like flirting in a sense where the other person can pick up on the body language and certain cues and words that they'll use to flirt. That's why it's called flirting, right? And that's why most time in the workplace it's not even allowed, right? Because you can't deal with, and some places see it as harassment too. You constantly flirt with this person, or you come out, you don't know this person, you start flirt with them.
Give me an example of flirting. Like what a person would do if they're flirting.
Alright, say you're trying to tell this person that their eyes are beautiful, but at the same time you do it with a certain, like a sex appeal to it. That's no longer a normal compliment of the eye. That's now like flirting with the person.
If you are signaling some kind of intention, then yes, it's cheating. Now, I could potentially work at in a customer service role and compliment people accurately by telling them that you really have beautiful eyes.
Why you need to tell somebody that can't?
Because you could compliment, you can read the people in customer service, but you can read the people and you could say it in a way where I like your eyes. It doesn't mean anything more than just I like your eyes.
That is
different to what
but that is why I'm saying the body language and all that will come into
like
play.
Saying that you have beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
No, you could say it in a way that a person would not consider it to be flirting as well. Like you really have beautiful eyes. Mm-hmm. That's it. But if you are signaling some kind of intention and that person is accepting it and you continue to do it, like it's a banter where the intention is there, yes, it's cheating. However, if your partner is there, even if you're not signaling any kind of intention, the moment that you give that person individual attention in front of your partner, that I would consider to be cheating.
And that is where I agree there, but I also have to take it a step forward and saying, even if the partner is not there and you do the same thing, I consider that cheating. Because imagine sitting across is probably the partner friend or even a family friend or something, and they're like, that is so inappropriate of him doing. You get what I mean?
So again,
even though the wife or the husband is not there.
So
it's not just in front.
So you agree that that flirting behind your partner's back is cheating? You are saying? Yes. I don't agree. Okay. I don't agree that flirting behind your partner's back is cheating. I would say that cheating is a betrayal of trust, and it's a betrayal in any way that it's a betrayal to your relationship. That's cheating. You could flirt with a person and you are just complimenting the person, making them feel good, but you're not betraying your relationship.
All right, let me follow up with another question then. Are there any boundaries around work that you would that you would set then? Because personally, that's one of my boundaries. I don't like the fact that say I have a partner and he's going to go out and flirt with every he and she he sees. No.
Well, that's a very wide question. Because there are so
are there any boundaries?
There are so many boundaries that I would set around work. Boundaries that start with the employer. Boundaries for my co-worker.
No. When it comes to like your relation, you're in a relationship. You know. Remember, this is all about.
Alright, the first boundary that I set in a relationship is I won't tell anybody at work too much about myself, where relationship is concerned, because it's just giving them ammunition. It means that I'm giving you an opportunity to ask me something about somebody else, somebody in my relationship. How is the relationship going? Is your girlfriend fine? Is your wife fine? You know, those kind of things leads to deeper conversation. So
true.
Just by eliminating conversation about the relationship is my first boundary.
Okay. What about you, Trisha?
I agree with. Yeah.
Oh, we have our first.
This is our first agreement.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So
do you think that a person who do not discuss their partner at work is disrespecting their relationship versus one who let everybody know about the partner and the status of their relationship? Which one do you consider to be a disrespect or not?
I don't see none of them as disrespect.
It's just a preference.
It's just right. At that time, it's a preference. Exactly.
So you want to say that you have a husband or a boyfriend, and the husband don't talk about you at all to his colleagues at work. You don't see that as a disrespect?
Well, the one that he have, he don't even talk about it to himself. I mean, if I disrespect that, because he's so quiet, he don't even talk about it to himself.
Listen, I am not at work with him. My thing is, as long as there's no disrespect towards me, and as long as he's not like going around trying to get at every woman inside that office, you know, then I'm fine.
All right, so I guess we agree on something. I must be doing something wrong. How are we agreeing that it's okay not to discuss your relationship at work?
It's just a matter of preference.
I see it as a preference too.
Listen, my partner, he come home and he said, his work colleague, they talk everything. What they did last night, what happened last night, how the bed and the wall shake, everything. Whereas with him don't even know what him don't even. You can't even ask him when drink for tea this morning. You know. So it's a matter of preference.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think women are more comfortable being honest with their best friends or with their partner?
Listen, when it comes to the partner issue, like say you and your partner talk and you try to discuss things and all of that, but for some strange reason you're still not seeing eye to eye.
You can talk about anything with man.
No. You're gonna talk about it with the partner, you know. But what I'm saying is when you finish talking, you don't necessarily see eye to eye. Then at that time, sometimes you're gonna go to the girlfriend and then you're gonna have that same discussion.
Yeah.
Because hold on, remember when a woman is talking to their girlfriend, the talk is different compared to when
take a different tone.
Yeah, compared to when you're talking to a man or your partner.
The conversation do take a different tone.
Do you think that woman, your girlfriend, can give you advice about men in the way that a man would give you advice about a man?
Listen, man, giving advice about man, don't trust the man. That is the advice I always say. Don't trust them. Listen, don't trust them. For him, you know what? Derval did this and Derval did that. Listen, don't even talk to Derval, because sooner or later Derval will try to put an argument to you. Everybody is a potential threat where the men are concerned. So they're gonna give you advice against every man. Every man, evil.
But what
in their eyes.
But what about you? Do you think that the advice that men give you is more trustworthy than what the woman would give you?
It depends.
Well, it's a double-edged sword because the man is giving you advice based on how he would react.
Or his experience.
And the woman is giving you advice based on
her experience.
Or secondary experience. But the man, Lord Jesus, then go tell you.
However,
I'm gonna tell you based on the madness that they would have done.
But what if this person is like a friend? You know, whether it won't be a childhood friend, a family friend, or whatever it
was
is.
A man?
Yes.
His advice would, because you mentioned partner, you never just said any man. We're talking about the standpoint of a partner.
No, I said friend. Best friend. I said best friend.
Best friend, you said, would you get advice from your best friend or a partner?
Best friend, but she said girlfriend, but I said best friend.
Okay. Best friend.
What's the question again?
Do you think that you would get? Who do you think a person is a female is more comfortable sharing their, like, getting advice from if they're having a problem? Would it be more their best friend or their partner?
That's what I'm saying. So the partner, my love, he's gonna tell you everything that to make it run. Everything to make it run. Every man is a threat. Every man evil. Every man all everything that's wrong. The girlfriend on the other hand is, I think, will be more open-minded. They're gonna.
And then it depends on the problem or the whatever you want. It depends. But at the end of the day, like, your partner should be the one to give you the best answers. But that is why I said, what if it's something that you and your partner discuss, but at the same time you can't seem to come to an agreement? You know, like, you still can't see eye to eye. Then 9 out of 10 times you're going to go to the friend, which is a woman, and then discuss the same topic again, and it's going to come from a different perspective from what your partner will come from.
For me, again, it really, as I say, it depends. It really comes down to a little bit of experience and all of that. Because sharing advice, depending on who, it creates bonds.
I know. I look at it this way too. What if it comes down to something? Say it's work related or some expertise related. My partner is not an expert in this particular subject. Of course, I'm going to hear him out. But I have a girlfriend that has expertise in this particular subject. Then of course, the one that has the expertise will.
That's a fair point.
Have more
that's a fair
precedence.
Point. Let's say it's personal, personal advice. That you need.
Not professional.
Personal, yeah. Let's say it's personal advice.
Well, I'll stick to what I said before.
I expect the partner to. I would actually go with my partner, like, advice. If it's a case where I know he has my best interest at heart and all that. However, if we discuss it and we can't come to an agreement, right? Of course, I'm going to discuss it with my friend. But I'm going to have another discussion to see if I can get a solution.
So you'll just get a second advice.
Opinion.
A second opinion from somebody. Alright, understood. Where would you say is more difficult to live? Jamaica or over? Which is more difficult? More difficult environment to live? I'm asking this because I had a question where we're saying, is it stupid to give money to a beggar? I don't remember if that's the exact question, but I want to clarify that a beggar is different from a person in need. Now, which is more difficult to live, Jamaica, or in a third world country like Jamaica, or in a first world country like the ones that we see in America, England, Canada, and so on? Which is more difficult and why?
You want to go, Miss British?
If I'm honest, it is harder to live overseas than Jamaica.
I agree there.
It is, but when you get acclimatized to the lifestyle overseas, going back to Jamaica to live can be problematic. It is true though.
No, it is true.
I get that.
And I'll go one step further. For me, being in America, the stress that comes with it is not the same as Jamaica. Jamaica, I can get up and don't have to think about anything. I don't have to think about any bills. I don't have to think about where my food is coming from.
Why?
I just never had that kind of stress. No, for me it's totally different. No, but it's like here, you constantly have to think about the bill.
So when you're there in Jamaica now, let me ask you something, love. So when you get all the food come.
That's the thing, like the stress at Jamaica is totally different.
Okay.
It's just different than here.
Okay.
Alright, so you are saying it's more difficult to live here than Jamaica, but it's more difficult to go back to living in Jamaica.
Because
No. It's easier to live. Okay, so living in London, having lived in London for as long as I've lived in London, going back to Jamaica to live now, it's gonna take a lot of acclimatizing.
Okay.
Exactly.
If I had lived in Jamaica all those years, it would have been a different scenario.
Right.
So ultimately, if you should judge from the lifestyle that you're seeing, people who live in Jamaica, who stay in Jamaica, living, the lifestyle that they are living right now, versus the lifestyle that you're seeing people in America living, which is more difficult?
It's difficult it's more difficult.
It's more, yeah, because here you're easier to lose your job, you're easier to lose stuff. Like compared to Jamaica, like you can turn up to work and you still don't even work half the day.
So is it a perceived difficulty or is it an actual difficulty? No, you're saying it's more difficult where?
No,
I just want to get exactly your answer.
I think living in Jamaica is easier than living abroad.
It is.
But there's a
Hold on.
Wait, because
it is mentally, it is, and when it comes to the work though, it is easier for you to get a job in America or England. However, in Jamaica, it is not so easy for you to get a job. But I know people who in Jamaica who is not working and they are living.
Alright, so again, it's a total disagreement situation.
No, but
my perspective on this is that it's more difficult to live in Jamaica if you don't have any source of income.
That's what I said, there's a caveat there. You need to make
if you don't have a source of income. And the reason why it's more difficult is if you take a trip to Jamaica, you'll realize very, very quickly how fast the money run out. Because everything is expensive. Very, very expensive. Now, if you have a source of income and strategy and stuff, it could work out to be easier to live
I want about the man that is contented with what they have. You know? whatever they have, whatever little they have. Like seriously.
Only the
Because
man.
most of the stuff
First
them,
thing,
like for
first thing.
instance, hold on, for her getting to climatize back to Jamaica, it's all about the bougie thing. Not just the bougie things, but it's all about, a certain lifestyle. What about a man that is there, or a woman?
To be
Is
completely-
there, like, and they
A lot
don't
of
really
times,
care
a
about
lot of times the people who are
that.
content with what they have, they gave up. Because the richest man still trying to get more.
I wouldn't say like necessarily like give up. It's not, I would put that broad brush and say give up. Some people just live simple.
Okay, it's different when you live simple than you live.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with like even the Rasta man them back home. Them say yo, the herd provide for you.
So it's easier. Alright, so what is this a total disagreement? I wanna say that it's easier to live here when you have a job and things is going okay. But it's easier to live in Jamaica if you have somebody who live here and have things going okay.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah, but when you show the word for nobody, when you show the word for nobody.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one. That's
Yeah,
a
you have
good
to
one.
close it, you have to close
But at the same time, you have people in Jamaica who live good, and them just have a normal job, but them live alright.
Okay. Close it out. So, no.
It has been rather interesting. Rather interesting.
Alright,
Well,
so
very thought-provoking as well.
again, thanks for tuning in to
Total disagreement.
so in the next one you will see another one of the Miss Thompson's with another total disagreement. I'm just making a disclaimer.
The other Miss Thompson will definitely be around.
Alright.
Thank you.